Hello and welcome to this OT or operational technology video. Today we're taking a look at how Lansweeper is able to discover and manage your operational technology devices. Now OT has been rapidly growing in industry, both manufacturing environments as well as public infrastructure, healthcare, etc. All of it is automated and is using operational technology to drive that automation. Now you can find it in PLCs, in flow meters, other types of industrial devices that are connected to the network and that therefore can be scanned and can be inventorized. Now, you can use this not only just to get an inventory and an overview of all the OT devices that you have, but also to manage vulnerabilities, for example, or just change management in general of your OT devices. Now, let's head into Lansweeper and take a look at how we actually manage the OT devices. So here we are in the local web console of the actual OT scanner. The OT scanner is separate from regular Lansweeper, so it is a separate installer. As you can see here, we get an overview of our top 10 asset manufacturers, our top 10 models, as well as how many sensors do we have installed in our network, the number of protocols that are configured. By default, we do provide 7 protocols that you can use to retrieve OT assets, the number of scanning targets that you've set up, and the number of assets that you've actually set up. As you can see on the left-hand side, we do have additional options for if you want to set up specific schedules, or even if you go to the extra menu here, you can enable proxy settings, maintenance settings, additional info there as well. Now let's take a look at the actual assets. So if we click on assets, we get the overview here, where we can take a look at any of these devices, OT devices that we've scanned, where we get basic information on the actual OT device, like the manufacturer model, but also more detailed information like the actual product codes, oftentimes as well the firmware version. So those details are there available as well. So this was the on-premise part where we have the hub and the sensors, but you can install multiple hubs. You can install multiple sensors per hub. And this all can be then connected to our cloud platform, where then you aggregate all of the OT data that you have and get the global overview of all of the OT environments that you have in your particular business. So let's head over to the Lansweeper cloud version, where we're able to see then how this data comes together in the cloud platform. So here we are on our Lansweeper Cloud OT site, which is identical in any other way to a regular Lansweeper Cloud site. Just that now we have OT assets in it. So let's head over to our inventory, where we have the overview of all of our assets. And I'm going to head over to a specific OT device here that we've scanned. And as you can see, similar data is available here, but obviously with the help of the cloud platform, we're able to aggregate all of the OT assets that you've scanned. And we get all of the similar information about general product information like the make and model, but also how many rack slots does it have, firmware versions, and if you want more information specifically on the rack configuration, then we've got a separate tab for that, where you can see every single rack slot along with the detailed information on the actual name of the slots, the firmware that is running there, serial number, etc. So you can find all of that information in there, so you can get the complete detailed overview of what is inside of your OT devices. So that's a quick overview of the OT scanner and the OT data that we retrieve. Now OT is still in preview, so we're still working on it. There's still a lot of development that we're going to do and that we're planning to do on the OT scanner to improve it and extend the capabilities. But if you want to try it, then we do have plenty of knowledge-based articles. We even have a quick start guide that you can follow to get yourself set up and start scanning your OT devices. So with that, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.